G'day guys, welcome back. Welcome to Pouring Your Heart Out. Today, oh my gosh, I have been wanting to do this for a very long time. Since I first saw the video on YouTube, and I contacted I went to the company and they don't ship to Australia. So it's taken me a very long time of emailing back and forth and saying, can you please send me some samples? So anyway, they've finally sent me some samples. Now, these are metallic foils. There's a fly in here. They are from Artistic Painting Studio, and it's in California. So what you do is, and I'll put the link down below for these foils and also for the video that I watched where the lady used these foils. It was RK3 Designs. All right, so I'll put both of those links down there. So if you've never used metallic foils, I'll just go into a little bit of background here and then we'll jump straight into the video, like the making of it. But the pattern is on the back, is on the shiny side. So when you're laying it down, you put the shiny side down and you put the colored side up. I know it sounds a bit weird, but you do that, okay? So I want to show you real quick some of these. They sent me a lot of designs. Look at that. They're so thin. They're thinner than paper. There's that one. There's that one. Oh, I love that. I'm in love with that. You think you're picking up one because they're so thin, but there's like 3 of them. Look at this one. Look at that. It's got like a holographic in it. Oh, and look at that. That's just another really thin one. Look at that. And look at this. This is like doing my head in. There's so many amazing things. This is just one roll. Look at that. And then this. Oh my gosh. I am just in love. So you're going to see a few of these coming up because I want to use every single one of these. Oh my gosh. So thank you so much to the lovely people that sent them to me. It did take me a while to organize it. You know, you had to send all your details, everything, you know, and they wanted to make sure that you were, I guess, a big enough YouTube channel that it was worth their while sending it to. But hopefully they thought I was. Right, here's some more. What's this one? Oh, this one's like a holographic, just a plain holographic. There's this one. Oh, no, there's 2 there. Oh, my gosh. Look at that. This one. Oops, it's stuck there. So many. These ones just seem to be like plain colours. There's blue and pink and purple. Oh, what's this? Oh, this is something different. Look at that one. Oh, look at that. Oh, and there's some pretty roses. Oh my gosh. All right, so that's the second roll that they've sent me. I better roll them back up carefully. So what you do is you put down, mainly I think they've been using them for like furniture or bench tops, things like that, maybe, or walls. I'm not sure. But I thought I'm going to give them a go with coasters and trays and that sort of thing. Okay, here's the last roll. There's a purple. Oh, that's an interesting one. Look at that one. That's pretty. Oh, look at that one. Oh, it's like a holographic-y one. Oh my gosh, look at that. That one's pretty too. Blues. So anyway, I'm getting distracted here. Oh, look at that one. There's so many. Oh my gosh, I want to do them all. So yeah, the pattern is on the underside. Oh, rainbow. Okay, there we go. Let's roll them all back up. Oh, yep. Okay, roll them all back up. So what you do is you get your foils. First of all, you've got to find your background or something that you want to put your foil on. I'm going to use coasters today. Then you brush on some foil adhesive, also from the company. And then you have to wait until that goes like tacky. Takes about 30-40 minutes. It'll never dry totally. It'll always stay like tacky. You put this on, you wipe it over or you brush it over, you peel it off, and you get this amazing effect. So I'm not sure whether or not you can use like Elmer's glue all, but if you're buying this from the company, you might as well buy this as well. It goes together. All right. So I am going to get started. I'm going to go and mix up some resin. I thought I would put this Stuck Up Pigs Pompous mica powder in it. I'm going to choose something that's got like reds, I think, red and gold, if I can find one, and I'm going to use that. So, all right, I'm going to go and get started. I'm going to mix up my resin, and I'll be right back. I'm so excited. Actually, before I mix up my resin, I've got one more step to do. Now, because I'm using this sort of burgundy, purpley, maroony sort of a mica, I've picked colours that I thought would look nice with that. So sort of reddish, goldish, brownish sort of colours, all right? So there's this one, that one, and then this one. This is my favourite out of those. So what I need to do is I need to actually cut them out first. That's my first step. So I'm just going to use one of my old coasters, and I'll start over here. We don't want to waste these. I'll start over here, and I'm just going to draw around that like so. And then I can cut that out, okay? Because I want to pop it inside my coaster cavity. So we'll do all this first. Well, I guess I could have mixed up my resin and poured the resin, and then while the resin was curing, I could have come and done this. Hey, I will. I'll cut them out, but I thought I better show you while I've still got my bench space here. Otherwise, once I put my coaster mold on top, I won't be able to use my bench. So this will be like the reddy goldy tones, and then my next one that I do, because I am going to do next ones, maybe I'll do a tray next time and I'll do like a silvery tones, hey? Love this one. Oh my gosh. Wish I could do all of them out of one. But we want to see what they, like we don't want to just see 4 in the same thing, hey? We want to see different colours. So that's why I thought I'll do 4 different ones, but I'll hopefully get the same sort of theme going. All right, now, where's my scissors? I'm just going to roughly cut that out first. And then I can pick up my circle. Okay, there we go. Now, remember that the design's actually on the back. Most people want to put it down like that. All right, now I'm just going to cut on the inside of my line. I don't want this to go right to the edge of the coaster anyway. I want to see a little bit of the background color, so I'm just not being too careful, but I'm just cutting on the inside of the line, just so that I know it's going to be smaller than my actual coaster cavity, like so. Nearly there. I find that the smaller scissors tend to work better on these sorts of things rather than the big chunky scissors. All right, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to crunch it up. Yes, I am. I'm going to crunch it. Crunch it, crunch it, crunch it, crunch it. There we go. Ah, look, I've got bits coming off. Bits coming off. All right. Actually, this bit over here hasn't been crunched very well. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, well, I hope I haven't crunched it too much. I've got colour coming off. All right, so I'm going to go and do the rest of those. Maybe I crunched it too much. I'm going to cut the rest of them out. And then, yeah, I'll come back to you when I've got my resin ready. Right, I have got my resin. It's the Platinum 360 Plus, because I know it's going to go off and be ready in a few hours, and I like doing projects that I can just do in a day rather than having to wait 24 hours. Now, I did put quite a bit of that in there, but it's still really transparent. I don't know if you can see. So what I thought I would do, I mean, I will add some more, but I thought I'll just add like a drop of black pigment paste and see how that goes. Just to give it a bit of a base, a more opaque base. Don't know that one drop did much. Let's put another drop in. This is nearly empty. Oops, it's flying up the side of the cup. I'll stir that in and I'll put a little bit more of this in. It's like a color shifting chameleon sort of a thing, powder. I do have a bigger jar, but I'm just finishing this one off first before I go to the big one. Give that a good stir in. It's a gorgeous color. Okay, that's looking more opaque. I'll just add a little bit more black and I'll add a little bit more mica. I'll just finish off what's in there. There's not much in there. Right, that's done it. Can't really see the stick as well now. All right, so I'm just going to divide this equally. I'm going to do my little heart in the middle as well. It'll make a cute little pendant. So this is 12 centimeters across, which is almost 5 inches. This one's already gone off to the edge, so it must have enough in there. So you only want to fill them, you know, halfway, I guess, because we're going to put the foil on and then we're going to do a top coat with clear to seal it all down there. Otherwise your foil would just rub off. So now for your bottom layer, you can use any resin really. Well, I like to use one that sets up quickly. But then for your top layer, you can then, you know, spend a little bit more, or maybe yours is the same price, but you can get, you know, a nice heat-resistant resin, one that you're going to, because it's on a coaster, that way you can actually put your hot cup of tea or coffee on it. So you don't have to use the same resin for the top coat and the bottom coat, but it's nice to use a heat-resistant one for your top coat. All right, so that's that done. Just wipe off my stick and then I can use it again. It's a well-loved stick, but because it's been used so many times, it's not porous anymore. You know, so you don't get bubbles coming out of it like you do with the fresh sticks. Okay, and I've got a little heart cut out as well. Ah! Oh, no! Oh, gosh. Just as well it's the other side. All right, let me just wipe that. Oh, good save, good save. All right. Now, real quick little torch here. Being a mica powder in there, it's going to do its thing, you know, pull in from the outside in and make a pretty pattern. So hopefully that'll do it to all of those. Something in there. A little bit of mica powder that I haven't mixed in properly. Oops, no, I don't want to use that. Use one without the cotton wool on the bottom. Get out! A little bit of mica powder that I haven't mixed in. They like to float to the surface. All right, you guys, that's it. That's all I'm doing for now. I need to wait until these have totally set up so that I can paint my foil adhesive onto it. So yeah, it's probably going to take 6 hours or so. So I'll go and make some molds. You guys are loving my molds. Thank you so much. And yeah, I'm going to make some molds, make myself a cuppa, put YouTube on, and I'll do that for the next few hours, and then I will see you soon. Right, these are set. If I pushed my nail into it, it would leave a dent, so it's not totally cured. It's just, it's set enough to do the next step. Now, I thought instead of using a brush, that I would use a little foam brush. Now this one was quite large. It was that big. And I just, it's because it's got that plastic there, I just snipped off the sides so that I could use this as my brush. But I should buy some little ones, but oh gosh, I've got so many of the big ones. Anyway, I'm going to just do that. So, there we go. Let's smell it. Do you guys smell things when you open them? Oh, it smells like white glue, like craft glue. Weird, huh? All right, now let's do this. So I don't want to go right up to the edges. Now, I'm still leaving like little brush marks, but I guess that'll be all right. Hopefully it'll dry and you won't see those. I just thought it would be better than, you know, doing with a brush, but maybe not. All right, so I don't want much on there because I want it to dry nice and smooth. I think if you put a lot on, you might get like raised grooves or something, which, you know, I don't want. So there we go. It's kind of like an eyeball, isn't it? So I kind of want like a jaggedy kind of an edge around the outside. I don't want like a straight defined line. So we'll kind of do some little jaggedy bits like this. Oops, I guess it doesn't matter if I go over a little bit. All right, so it should take about 45 minutes-ish to dry. I guess it depends on your room temperature. But not go over it too much, hey? It might get tacky. All right, I'm going to do the rest. And then I'll come back to you when they are touch dry. Okay? All right. Yep, that's what we'll do. See you soon. Righto. The adhesive has dried clear, and when I say dried, I mean it's still tacky. Like you can feel it's sticky, but it's not leaving any adhesive on my finger. It hasn't been, maybe it was 20-30 minutes or something like that, but I guess it depends on how thick you actually apply it to how long it's going to take to dry. Now it said on the back of the jar here to wash immediately in warm soapy water. So I did that, and it's come out really nice and clean, so I can use that again next time because there's going to be lots of these I want to do. All right, let's start up here. So we're nice and crinkled. Now I can see by crinkling it, it's taken off the design from the back, which is what I wanted. I want like a crackled kind of a look. So I crackled these a lot. I mean, you saw me crackle them, but then I crackled them again afterwards because I want, it's basically taking the design off in those crackle line areas. Now, I don't know if, I might just try and brush it on because again, I don't want a lot of the design to come through, so I don't want it pressed too hard. See that big line there where it's not actually touching the surface? I guess that's going to be the burgundy on the back, and I'm not going to go right up against the edges because like I said, I don't want that stark line. But anyway, we'll see what happens. All right. We shall see. Now I'm just going to use my little dental tool here just to lift up an edge. All right. Put my fingers in it. Are we ready? Ooh, look you guys. That's just what I wanted. Just what I wanted. If you wanted to go a little bit darker, like more colour, you could go over it again. So let's just have a look and see what that does. Because it'll lay down more of that print. Unless I've scrunched it all up and the crackle's gone. Oh no, there it is, look. There it is. There we go, there's a bit more colour. But we can still see that gorgeous crackle through there. So, yay. Just do this little bit again here. So it's really up to you, you know, how much colour, I guess, you want to transfer. You could probably use that again. Maybe. I reckon you could. I reckon you could probably use that piece again. Because it's still got a lot. See how it's silver on the back? That's your design. Once you've taken your whole design off, it's just a piece of clear. It's just like clear. So I'll hang on to that. And we might use that again one day and just see how much of the design actually, you know, we can use it twice. Let's pop this one down now. I'm going to start from the inside out and just do that. Lay that down. Again, not going right up to the very edges. Because you see how we've got that nice broken kind of an edge, which is what I wanted. Right, now I'll go over it again. On the video, they went over it with a brush, not a brush, a cloth, and then they went over it with a plastic brush to get more of the design out. But look, I think it just depends on what look you're after. I'm after this kind of a look because I want to see that gorgeous colour through the back. I could just go one more time. But yeah, I'm not pressing hard at all. I'm just using my brush. And it's a soft brush. It's just a little makeup brush. Yes! Oh, look at that. Look at that. Okay, cool. A little bit more. See, I'd rather go over it a few times like this to make sure I'm getting exactly what I want rather than just, you know, pressing too hard maybe the first time. Because you can go back and do it as many times as you like. So press a little bit harder this time with my brush. There we go. Oh, love it. Love it, love it, love it. See this little edge here, I might do the little edge again. Just there. So yeah, there's no reason why you can't, you know, go back and add little bits here and there if you want to. Ta-da! I'm doing it, you guys, I'm doing it. All right, let's put these away. I've got them tucked under there so they don't blow away because I've got my air conditioner going. You know, summer in Queensland, Australia. It's quite hot. All right, moving on. You still with me? Yep, hope so. All right, here we go. Now this one looks golden, silvery, holographic maybe. I can see a little bit of blue holographics coming out in it. They did say on the video just to go up and down, not to go round and round, just in case you might be able to see that round and round circular motion. I don't know. Anyway, let's have a little peek and see what it looks like, and then I can decide if I want to add any more to it. Ooh, look at that one. Wowzers. All right, let's do a little bit more. I guess the thing with the brush too, when I do that, it's kind of like, it's got like a V shape there, so I'm getting a different amount of adhesion maybe. Is that the word, adhesion? Because my brush isn't straight across at the end. Look at that one, you guys. You can definitely see that colour through there, the background. I guess because it's more shiny. This one you can't as much. But that one you definitely can. Let's go one more time, just a little bit more. Just a touch more. I still want to see the background. Right, this area up here, a little bit more on. And down here, a little bit more on. I'm getting the hang of this now, you guys. I'm getting the hang of it. Look at that. So if there's one little area that you think, oh, I just want to touch more, No worries. Just give it another little wipe. That is so cool. And then like you can just go back again as well. Oh, I love it. Love it. Now they've got quite a straight sort of a line. I wonder if I can... no, it's okay. Now I'm just being too picky. All right. Now let's do the little... I've got the little heart as well. Put that down. It's a bit tricky getting around that little nib there, but I think I've got it. I'll push that down a little bit more because it's just a little dude, isn't it? So once I've done this, once we've finished, oh, look at that one. Then I'll mix up some clear and top coat it. Oops, I've left a little bit behind. A little bit behind. Get out. There we go. Got it. Wow. So that one's come off quite a lot. There's not much. There's not much colour left behind on that. I'll hang on to that because that'll be another little template. That little heart. Oh my gosh, you guys, look at it. This is my favourite so far. It's actually holographic. I'll have to bring you down in a minute and so that you can have a look. All right, last one. Oops, don't go around in circles. Okay. It's hard not to go around in circles. You automatically want to go around in circles because the coaster's a circle. All right, let's have a look before I press too hard. A little bit more colour, a little bit more. I just got these little dental tools from Amazon. It came in a pack. Came with a few things. There was a little mirror, not that I'm ever going to use. I only bought it for these little pointy things. Where's the other one that came with it? There. I just took two out, but they're very sharp, so be careful where you put them. Don't rest your hand over them. So yeah, just got them on Amazon. I thought that would be a handy little tool to have. Bit more. This one, the design's coming off much more than these ones did. Just different design. Look at that! Look at that! Gorgeous! Oh my gosh, guys, these are so much fun. Look at them. Look at them. All right, let's get you down off my little phone stand. Let's have a little sneaky peek at them, hey? Look at that. So this one's like pink and gold and sort of coppery colour, and that burgundy underneath. Oh wow! And then this one has got gold and sort of copper, orangish, copperish colour. So there you can see the brush strokes a little bit when it's shining like that. But I guess once you've got your resin on top, you won't be able to see them. And this one's kind of a brownish, beigeish. It was the closest I could find to gold. And then this one here, this one I also thought had a bit of gold in it. But when you look at it that way, it's kind of picking up some blues and silvers and things. How cool is it? So you can see where all my crackle lines were. So cool. All right, I'm going to pop you back up on the stand and I will mix up some resin for my top coat. I have another 100 grams of A and 43 grams of B in the Platinum 360 Plus. That's what I used for the first layer as well. So I should have enough. My dog's barking at. Noisy dogs. Don't know what's going on. All right, here we go. Oh, look at those colors just popping. Look at that. Wow, resin's just amazing, isn't it? Really makes those colors pop. I'm just going to do a little puddle in each first. Make sure I've got enough to go around. This one here is not as shiny as the others. It's more, it's still really beautiful. It's more natural, organic kind of a look. Oops, don't forget the little heart, the little dude. All right, a little bit more on each. Just make sure they're all going to go off to the edge there. Now, I've got a tiny bit left. Just want to make sure that we can push it all to the edge on all of them and make sure that they're all got enough before I use up that last little bit. Then I can see who needs just a touch more. If I can dome them, I will, if I've got enough. That way, once, you're full, aren't you? That way, once the the resin starts to cure and set and shrink away from the sides, you're not left with that sharp raised edge that you kind of have to sand, don't you? So if you just fill them up a little bit more, so that they just sort of doming on the edges, rounded, then that you won't have that problem. I think that's all of them done. I'm just going to stand back and look across the top of them, and then I can see who needs a little bit more. I've only got a little bit more, but this one's full. This one could do with a little bit more. A little bit in there. A little bit in there. And I think that's it. Whoops. That's it. This one's fuller than the others. Here, let's borrow a bit for. Borrow for your neighbour. There we go. All right, now that's pretty much all we need to do now. This one's still got more in it than the others. So a light torching, and I mean light torching. Don't get carried away and melt your mould and fuse your resin to it. I've done that before. I say to people, don't torch, and then what do? I torch. Don't go torching that middle bit. Go up and then down and up and then down and so forth. All right. I will give it another little torch in a few minutes once those bubbles have had a chance to come up. But pretty much that is it now. Get these gloves off. So what do you think? Was that fun? Oh my gosh. Come on, get off gloves. I want to use them again tomorrow. So, here we go. All right, let's have a look. Let's have a little look now and see what they look like. I know it's a bit difficult to see with all the reflections and things, but that's what they're looking like at the moment. Nice and shiny. That ring light's annoying, isn't it? My poor camera doesn't know what to focus on. Am I supposed to be focusing on something it says, or the rings? It doesn't know. All right. I will see you guys later on today, and we can unmold this. Love having a resin that I can do 2 coats, 2 layers in one day and still unmold. Love it. All right. See you soon. Okay, so it is unmolding time. Yay! And I am going to use my Deco Color pen just to go around the outside. Just a thin little edge around the rim. I think that will look really pretty. Pop out really easily. There we go. There's the little dude. Now we're going to put you over there for now. All right. Now, I didn't dome them totally. I had a little bit of I didn't have quite enough resin, but if you do find that you've got a little sharp lip there, just get your nail file, just an emery board, and just very gently just go around, and you can feel the difference. Now, if you had to run your hand really quickly over that, your thumb, you'd probably slice it open because resin is really quite sharp. Let's go around all the way. And you can see where you've been because it's white, because of the dust, like that. And then you can get a little microfiber cloth and just wipe that away. I wouldn't be spraying any alcohol or using a baby wipe or anything that's wet because it can leave marks on your resin. Just give it a bit of a wipe like that. All right, now I've got my little dabbing card here just to make sure that the color's coming down. Oh, it's a bit fluffy on top. You can trim these. If they're looking a little bit tattered and fluffy, just give them a bit of a haircut, eh? That's better. Wipe my scissors. Okay. Right, let's do this. I'll just do the one for you. And then I'll do the rest, and then I'll set them up for a photo shoot for you. Okay, so as usual, I like to turn my pen on the side so that I can put half the nib. I sort of press it in there into that little rim, half on, half off, like that. Half on the top, half on the side. And then that just gives me a nice little edge to follow like that. It's really quite easy to do. Look at that! It's lovely. I love it. Love it. I'll go over twice. Reposition. You can feel the little nib catching on the edge there. And there we go. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Now, if you wanted to, you could paint the whole side. I'm not going to, just for the purpose of the video, but you know, if you were selling these or giving them away for a gift or something, then you know, you'd probably do the edge as well, the side as well. Oh, look at it. It's so pretty. What do you think? Do you like these? Do you love these? I love the way that burgundy color is showing through. It just looks so elegant and so regal. There's the top, nice and shiny, nice and shimmery. I love it. All right, well, that'll be me done for now. I'm going to just sand the edges of all the rest of them and do the gold edging, and then I'll pop them up for a photo shoot for you. All right, thank you so much for watching. I will link where you can get these metallic foils, where I got them from. I'll link it in the description, and I'll also add that video link of where I saw these being created on a bench top, but I don't see why they can't be done on coasters and trays and bowls and clocks and, oh my gosh, all kinds of things. It's endless what you can do with them, and there's so many to choose from. So I will be doing these again. I just love it, and it's not difficult. So I think it's a nice, easy thing if you're beginning with resin, and you don't have to worry about too many things. You just, follow this tutorial and you'll have a beautiful coaster. All right, thank you so much for watching. Love you all. Take care. Bye for now.